So, good evening.
Good evening. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking as well. So, how's
Yeah.
your day going on so far?
My day is going on very fantastic, and I enjoyed a lot, and I finished my so many work. So yeah, when I finished my work, so I feel better. If I was not completing my task, so sometime I feel regret why I didn't do.
I think everybody does it. Even if I do not complete my work that I had to do, then I feel kind of regret. I feel, okay, I wasted my time. If I'm doing other work instead of that and I'm using my time, then no problem. I do not worry. But if I waste time somewhere else instead of my work, then I feel so. So thank you very much for this session, and I welcome you to my channel English English. So I would like you to introduce yourself first.
Yeah, so thank you so much for having me. Yeah, I really very glad to see you here. So
Thank you.
yeah, as you know that my name is Suman and I live in Delhi. And if I talk about my qualification, so I have done graduation and apart from that, I have done NTT diploma. Currently, I am doing masters in English literature and I am a teacher by profession. I teach from first to fifth standard student at my home. I don't go any school. Yeah, and
Oh,
if I talk about my hobbies, so I love to like reading and planting, traveling. But nowadays I quit my whole hobby because I started a couple of months ago my English journey. So just
mhm.
I love to spend time like to learn something and to connect with the people. Yeah, that's all
Uh,
about me.
I appreciate your hobbies and the recently picked up hobbies as well because English learning is also a great hobby. So you
Yeah.
told me you have a tutoring center where you teach kids from grade 1 to 5th, right?
Yes, yes, right.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I already know about you, but I love to again know about you as we are meeting first time. So please introduce
Yes, sure.
yourself. Yes.
As you know, my name is Anand Raj. I am an educator, a content creator. I'm the founder and director of Read and Achieve classes. I have done my MSc in chemistry. I hail from Darbhanga, Bihar. I have a couple of hobbies as you have. Like I love to work on my English. I practice English every day. I love to travel. I love to read books. And sometimes I love to play cricket because I don't have much time nowadays. But whenever I have free time, I love to play cricket. Yeah, these are my hobbies.
Wow, great to know about you. Okay. So as you mentioned, you started your channel 2017.
No, my YouTube channel, I had started my YouTube channel in 2020 during lockdown. But I have an institute. It is the Institute for IIT JEE NEET, and right now we are also providing them communication skill training as spoken English. So this is the institute. But my YouTube channel, I think I had started in May 2020 during lockdown. This channel had been started in May 2020, and before that channel, I had also one channel that I had started in March around lockdown. But because of copyright strike, that channel got deleted from YouTube. I didn't know about YouTube in those days, so I violated the copyright guideline of the YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I think before 1 week I joined one person. He also pasted like copyright. So he told me, even I also don't know about copyright. I knew before
Oh, you are
some.
YouTubers too.
Yes, I
Okay,
forget about
great.
my channel. Yeah, I also running my YouTube channel last 6 months, I can say.
What
Yeah,
is the
my
name
channel
of your channel?
Learn English with Suman. Over there, I upload English conversation video as well, solo video. Yeah,
Wow, great, amazing. So,
all right. Yes, yes.
so you are uploading English videos too. What motivates you to learn English, and why have you started learning English now?
Actually, I think, her second or third video, this point. Actually, I started my learning journey because of my kid.
Okay, great.
Yeah, speaking English like my childhood dream. because where I belong from. So over there, most of the people speak English. Actually, I belong from Chandigarh. So over there, most of the people speak English. But I don't know why am I not learning this language before marriage. And so I thought I should start, but before marriage, I was too much occupied with my other activity, as like learn beautician course and stitching, and
Mhm.
I also done NTT, did that time NTT. So these kind of activity my whole day occupied. So I thought I should learn after marriage when I get free. So when I came here, so as a homemaker, I occupied whole day. But when I took admission to my kid, so that time I realized, because I saw their teacher speak very fluently. So I thought,
Oh
if
yeah.
yeah, if I am not able to speak English, so how can I guide my child? How can I teach him? And how can I make environment for him? So that's the reason I started my journey from that time.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah, it itself is inspiring. Like, you are learning English for your kids. I think very less people would be doing it, and they can do it. So most of the people will think, okay, no problem. I will get hired a tutor for my kids. I do not need to learn English, and even they can think about it. But you have taken a great step. You want yourself to learn English too for your kids. Yeah, I had met some lady also. She also told me the same thing. Like he wants to learn English for kids in future if they will go to parent meeting.
Mhm.
So they will have to speak in English in their schools. So if they will not speak, uh, her kids might think that my mom is not so much educated, and he might feel embarrassed. So because of her kids, she was learning English. So people have
Yes.
different stories. People are learning English for different reasons. So I appreciate your effort.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. Okay, so I would love to know about you. Why did you start your English journey? Is there any reason behind it, or just your passion?
I think I had passion since my childhood. I wanted to speak in English. I was associated with cricket match, so I used to listen to cricket match. So someday, I listened to cricket commentator, and I felt like, wow, how are they speaking English? I just imagined for a while, if I would speak like them, how smart I would look. So I thought of doing that. Since then, I
Um,
started mimicking them, but I had never opportunity to speak in English. I had some other incidents also happened in my life later on, which made me realize that I must learn English. So
mm,
let me take you to that incident briefly, so you can understand what happened with me. So it
mhm,
was time of 2016 or 15, around 2015 or 16. So I used to be the secretary of the Sekhar Science Club. So once my science club got invited in the city, it was the biggest institution of the city. My president had to represent the science club, but he was kind of timid person. He hadn't dared to go and introduce on the stage. So he pushed me, okay, Anand, you know how to speak. You go and introduce this science club in front of a big audience.
mhm,
He compelled me. I thought, okay, I'm going. But the problem was that everybody was speaking in English there. So I thought of doing the same thing. I thought if I will speak in Hindi, then people will think they will feel embarrassed. I didn't know good English. I didn't know English at all. But I dared to speak in front of them on the stage. I don't remember how nervous I was and what did I speak there. But I really remember that was one of the worst speech that I would have given somewhere, or that was worst feeling. So when the whole ceremony ended, the organizer, the founder of the institute, he asked me, if you didn't know English, why did you go on the stage? You shouldn't have gone there. He felt like embarrassed because there was so many reputed person in his kind of what we say as a guest. So
mhm,
I might have insulted them. So they felt like bad. So that day I thought, okay, no, I need to learn English because I want to speak in front of big audience in future. I do not want to insult it again. I don't want to somebody to speak like this. And I was also kind of unhappy the way he chided me, I was, young, very young, so no problem. I was like a student. He chided me like, you shouldn't have gone there. You shouldn't have spoken English if you didn't know. First, you go and learn it. And I took it as a challenge. Since then, I started speaking English. I started practicing. I didn't had a chance since 2020, but since 2020, I started practicing. I started speaking little by little, and that's how I'm here today. And I'm inspiring so many young learners around the world. Young learners means yeah, learners are always young. So I'm inspiring all the learners around the world with my YouTube channel as well.
Wow, that's a really very inspirable story.
Yeah,
And
but that
Mhm.
incident triggered me. But before that, also, I had a burning desire to speak in English. I had always aspired to become a good speaker.
Yes, yes. You know, our in we are as like we are Indian, and we have each and every person have a unique talent, right? But if our turn to come on the stage, even we have lots of thought, but we are scared because of English, right?
Yeah,
Initially.
sometimes we forget everything because of the English. We think, okay, how will I put it in English? How will I narrate my thought in English? Yeah, it happens. Like I'm trainer, I know my students could, do well while I'm talking one to one. But if I keep them in front of the whole class, they are not able to narrate their thought. They are not able to speak their idea. So it happens as a human being.
Mm-hmm. So, how can come over this kind of activities like when we like want to speak in front of any guest or any audience? So, how can we overcome this like scare?
I think it is totally psychological condition. So we need to train our mind not to be fearful while we are speaking English. Most of the time, if you look at the technical thing, then only psychological fear is holding you back. Otherwise, everybody is at the same situation. Yeah, we can make few mistakes. More than that, nothing will going to happen, right? So mistakes is a part of learning. It is natural way to learn English. So I think just we need to train our mind that yes, I'm beginner, then accept it. Yes, I'm beginner. I'm going to make mistake. I'm not going to speak like a perfect person. So acceptance will give you courage and it will motivate you to speak in English and you will feel like you are on the real ground. Even somebody will mock at you, you will not care about it because you know your reality. You know you are at the beginning stage, you are learning, you are trying to learn it. So it is natural part. Like if you are making mistake, it is nature of learning. It is process of learning. So that's how you can hold on the common ground.
Yes, you are absolutely right. And my second question is that, in our surrounding, there are so many women or girls know English, but if come to like speak in front of anyone, they are like scared to speak any in front of anyone. So how can they start?
Uh, now, suddenly you do not need to expose yourself in front of people because I understand how difficult it is to speak in public. Even the great speakers, if they leave this habit for several days and if you come directly to the stage, you will face the fear. So,
Mhm.
fear is a natural part of our life. We need to win over it. We need to look for the right ways and we need to cultivate the right sort of attitude within ourselves so we can win over fear. So fear is the natural part of our life. How can we overcome it? That can be the question. So we can take a small steps. Like first, don't go in public at once. Start practicing in your home. Look around yourself. Whatever object you see around yourself, try to speak it in English. Just I have tea, a spoon, or a spoon. There is a fan in my home. There is a wall. There is a beautiful picture on the wall. Yeah, my father is coming, my mother is cooking. So kind of small sentences. And more than that, nowadays we are equipped with the technology, so we can empower ourselves with the help of technology. So just open your chat, AI or chat GPT. You can talk with them for a while, talk with it for a while. So every day if you are going to talk little by little, you will feel confidence within yourself. And when you feel like communicating. Now if you have little bit English, go and talk with people, still you will make mistake, because talking in people is quite different from talking with AI. So human interaction is different from interacting with the machines, but you will feel confident after all, because you had a practice with the AI, at least with machines at least. Even you can speak with your brothers and sisters in the home, because they are your colleagues, kind of colleagues, where you do not have any fear of judgment or criticism. So you can cultivate this habit as well. So I want them to say, start taking small steps. First, utilize the opportunities around you. Later on, you can think about the big opportunities. Like, what did I do? I never spoke anywhere, and I just jumped on the stage, and that's why it happened. But I think yet it was great move for me. At least that move taught me lots of things, and it made me realize of how important English is going to be in future and how it is going to play in my life. So that's how I started learning.
Yes, yes. That's a great. All right. Mhm.
Yeah, if you have questions, please go ahead.
Yes, no, I'm asking if you have any questions, so you can ask me.
Yes, I have. I have. So I want to know, what are the basic challenges that you face every day in your learning journey?
There
Might
is
be some challenges like pronunciation or grammar mistakes, or what are those challenges?
yes, yes. Actually, sometime pronunciation, sometime like grammar mistake. While conversion, when we speak now, then in the flow we can't realize. And as soon as just I speak, then I realize, oh, I make their mistake. So
Mhm.
yeah, sometimes this happen because I have not too much experience. I just started my English before 6 months, so I am sometimes I face this kind of problem.
Okay. I think within 6 months you are doing great. You have come a long way. So you do not need to worry about it. It is just process. So it takes time, and learning language is a process. It's not kind of, the matter of becoming perfect or matter of being superior to somebody. It's just journey. You need to walk on the road slowly, gradually, and eventually you will reach the destination.
Yes, yes. Thank you. All right. Okay, so yeah, now I have one last question. As like do you live in village or do you live in city? First of all, I
No,
would love to know about this thing. Then I ask question.
I live in city. I'm not living in village. From I think last 10 or 12, like 14 years now. I moved to this city in 2010 while I was in class 7th, grade 7th. Since then, I have been living in the city. But early childhood was in village. So I go to my village. Still, I go to my village. But most of the time I live in city. I have now businesses here. So I run my institute. I have YouTube channel, but I belong to village. I held from village. My parents are still living there. I am only living in city for the education purpose. I came here, and since then, I professionally I'm doing all everything here.
Okay, you know why am I asking this question? Because when we study from village, like first to fifth standard or sixth, seventh standard, that time was like a base, how to pronunciation the word, right? How to like read. So once we start our study from the village now, so I think that kind of student face too much problem like pronunciation, especially for pronunciation because I noticed that in the village, some teachers are also pronounce wrong words. Is it
Yeah. No,
also?
they do not know pronunciation at all, to be honest. Go
Yes.
ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm asking, this kind of activity also happen around your area, like village area?
I think everywhere it happens, and especially in Bihar, if you will come and if you will speak to somebody English, then they will think English. I mean, they make it hype. They make it big deal because Biharis are very good at mathematics and all the other subjects except English.
Hmm.
So still we have lack of English teachers in Bihar. English is not compulsory till 10th grade in Bihar board. So that much Bihar is lagging behind from all the other states. I sometimes laugh at the government in Bihar on Bihar. They are not making English compulsory till 10th grade. They are playing with the future of the students. How important English has become today in this era, and they are living in the, I think, a stone age. They are living in a stone age, it looks like. so they need to update it. And when I teach my students English, I always make them aware about the importance of English in future, whether they are belonging to Bihar board or other boards. Especially we have CBSE students, but we have recently started teaching Bihar board students as well. So I always make them aware about the importance of English, and I teach them how to speak in English because they are in 8th, 9th, 10th grade, 11th, 12th grade. So they have a still opportunity to get hold on this language. Otherwise, once they will become adult, then they will have to face lots of difficulties to learn this language. You rightly told, while we are in class 4, 3, or in kindergarten, primary schools, we can pick up the pronunciation easily. We are in the sort of attitude or kind of mindset where everything comes easily. Well, once we become adult, it is very difficult to correct the pronunciation.
Yes,
We have.
yes. And I think we try to correct our pronunciation more than 10 to 5 years, because if we start from beginning, so we are not able to face too much problem. Even my pronunciation is also sometimes I pronunciate some words not correctly. So my son interrupt me, Mama, why are you speaking like that? Because
Okay, wow.
he studied from Delhi, and his school teacher are very well qualified, and he also like he also his school also environment of English. So
They
that's the reason.
create environment.
He is just 8-year-old, but he catch very soon what the pronunciation right or wrong. So because
Yeah,
of
I can.
his teacher, I think because of his teacher, because she always speak.
I think environment and teacher. So they would be seeing everybody speaking in English in their class. Teachers are also speaking in English. So for them, this is not a big deal. Like they can easily pick up it. They can be bilingual. But for us, when we become 18 years old, 20 years old, 25 years old, then it is very difficult to become bilingual. Yeah, it
Yes.
takes a lot of time, lots of effort. But we can become, there is no doubt about it. People can master the English at any age, and you can see the living examples of people all around you right now, how people have mastered this language. And I know lots of people who has done it. So we cannot question about like whether we will do it or not. We definitely will do it, but it takes time and effort, lots of effort.
Mm-hmm. So, what should we change in like rural area school? As like already mentioned, their teacher are not to pronounce incorrect way words. So, what should we change?
Like I think it is India, so we Indians don't have any idea like how to upgrade ourselves. If you look at the others country, they always kind of keep upgrading their teachers. They always bring the guidelines for teachers to follow it. Otherwise you are going to thrown out of your job, even if you're government employee. So there is no compensation for the government employee as well. But what happens in India, once you have a government job, you are settled for your whole life. So you do not need to put any effort to upgrade yourself. Even if you are not upgrading, salary will be coming in your bank account and you will be living a comfortable life. And because of that, people become lazy, lethargic after getting the government job. When they were at their early age, they were great students. They had capacity to learn everything. But once they get the job, it's our human mindset. We want to have a comfortable and cozy life, so we always prone to the comfort zone. So they get into comfort zone and they do not upgrade themselves. So I think there should be guidelines like other countries. Teachers need to upgrade themselves with the time. There was time, there were no technology, no AI, nothing like internet. So we need different sort of teacher, and we had different sort of teacher. But today all these thing has come. It is impacting our day-to-day life and each and every moment. So we need to train our school system, our teachers, and everything to be modern, to go with the time and era. Otherwise, we are going to also play with the future of the students. What happened with me when I was in school? I was not taught English. Otherwise, I did not need to put any effort to learn English today. I would have been, putting this energy to learn something else. Might be any other subjects. So that's what we need to do it. And English is not a big deal. If we can cultivate the environment and we can upgrade the teachers, then they can easily make the surroundings or environment for the upcoming generations of students.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for giving me wonderful answer.
Thank you very much as well. So
So now
okay,
we should end the session.
yeah, I have final question, and after that we will wrap up this session. Okay. Okay, I have a question like, what what is the most important part of English that you think one should improve first?
Wow, that's a really very amazing question. You know, whatever I realize in my criteria. So first of all, we need to work upon tenses because present and past tense is really very important for speaking part, and future we can observe very soon, but present past we need to do work initially stage, because tense is really very important. And second thing is vocabulary. If we have a treasure of vocab, so we can make our conversation very fruitful. And if we don't have vocab, so how can we improve, sorry, how can we increase our conversation, because we don't have material. So these two things are necessity according to my perception. What about you?
I think so. I think vocabulary is the most important thing. Once you know the vocabulary words, you can speak English, you can understand English. So all the comprehension part is dependent on your word power. So first of all, I always tell my student to work on your power. Don't worry about the tenses if you are making mistakes or grammatical some parts like in subject verb agreements or other parts. Don't focus on it because it is the matter of time. Once you will start speaking, there would be time. You will already able to understand what kind of mistakes you are making, and you can improve all those mistakes, and you can correct by yourself. So I think you pointed out rightly. We need to work on the vocabulary parts and basic grammar that you told, tenses, voices,
Yes.
all these things.
Yeah, at least we don't know about knowledge whole part of grammar. Just we need to, like, first of all initially stage tenses. If we know tenses, so we can speak throughout the tenses initially stage, just like how to start conversation, because those are not aware about English. So they can help of tenses. They can present their thoughts in front of the person.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think we need to wrap up this session now. We have talked a lot, and it was really wonderful session with you, and I enjoyed each and every moment talking with you.
Yeah, I also enjoyed a lot also, and thank you so much for connecting me, giving your valuable time. You are a really very such positive or a type of personality, and I would like to say thank you again. And there are so many YouTuber, those have like 1 lakh or 1 lakh above, like 30, 40K. They have like little bit ego. They don't want to reply as soon as much possible. But you are really very kind and very big heart person. You don't little have ego type, or what should I say? Now my not come to my mind.
I got you, but I got your feeling. So thank you very much for your kind words, and I really appreciate your effort for this conversation. I'm really glad that you got the reply at first time. Sometimes I also delay in reply because of the works. It happens. Okay.